I was just inspired by you guys in the chat. This whole idea of, yeah, tell me a game and then sell me on why I should play that game. And we got some really interesting sales pitches from the chat. And I wanted to chime in, and I picked 3 random games from my shelf and wanted to sell you on why you should play these games. And the first one that I randomly grabbed off my shelf is Hotel Dusk Room 215. This is on the Nintendo DS. I don't think it ever got released in any other platform. It was published by Nintendo, and this is a sort of like graphic, what's the term, like a sort of Phoenix Wright style game where you're playing as a detective investigating a case in a really dingy hotel, and the art style is very cool. It's got this sort of like black and white penciled shaded in. You're walking around rooms. The mystery is very cool. There's like a mysterious artist thing going on, and it is one of my favorite games in that sort of like graphic adventure style. And it's a real shame that they never made any more of this style. I don't even think this dev team exists anymore, but it's a very cool story. If you do like the Phoenix Wright style games, I highly recommend checking this one out. And yes, it is a noir based style adventure as well. Hotel Dusk 215. Very cool game. Highly recommend. All right, this one, we're going to the Nintendo Wii, and this a visual novel, absolute like that. There's a little more control. I believe you can walk around in the environments that they are in, but it's a very cool game and kind of different for that space too. Another game I grabbed randomly off the shelf, the Godfather Blackhand edition on the Nintendo Wii. So this was also released, I think this might have come out on PS2, but was definitely on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 as well. So why do you need the Nintendo Wii version? Well, for one, the graphics are worse. So if you want to okay, so yes, graphics not as good here, but the biggest selling point is the controls, where it's got the Wii motion controls, and they're actually not the worst. You can actually grab people and shake them around. You can throw punches, you can aim with the gun, and it's actually not bad. I actually enjoyed playing with the motion controls. I loathe the motion controls, but in this particular game, it actually did add to the excitement and the action a little bit, and I appreciated playing it. And also, like, it's a pretty decent open world game set in the Godfather universe. I had a lot of fun playing this, and if for some reason you only have a Nintendo Wii and you want to play an open world game, there aren't that many of this style on the Nintendo Wii to begin with, and this might actually be your best bet. So here we go, Godfather Blackhand edition on the Wii. Play it, and if you can play it on any other platform, it may not have aged particularly well, but it is definitely an interesting footnote in the world of in open world games if you enjoy the Grand Theft Autos and stuff like that. And last but not least, and don't take the fact that it's still in the plastic as me being a fraud here, but let me sell you on this game, right? It's from a series that over 500,000 copies sold. For a time, it was a worldwide phenomenon, and they were released all at the same time, and this was the star game of that series. And that game, Sneak King, the Burger King. It came out right at the launch of the Xbox 360. You can play this on the Xbox 360 or the original Xbox, so it doesn't really matter which platform you have, you can play it on both. And the reason why this one was so lauded is it's basically Metal Gear, but with the king, and you sneak around the world, and then you go like, surprise, here's a burger, and isn't your life better now because a random guy gave you a burger? That is this game, and this is why you should play Sneak King. You're sold? I'm glad to see that you're sold on Sneak King. So there it is, the 3 games on on this sales pitch here. One more time, we've got Hotel Dusk, legitimately good visual novel. The Godfather Blackhand edition, maybe one of the few open world games on the Wii, and the motion controls are actually pretty decent. And then Sneak King, what a legend. What a legend. Metal Gear with burgers.